In this video, I'll be showing you how to make the classic jeb door. So if you guys know what the classic jeb door is, basically it consists of having sticky piston that basically pushes the blocks forward to make a door opening, and you can go inside of it. Just like the 3x2 lock piston door, we're going to be watching a video so that we understand it. I meant you guys understand it. I'm the one to be watching the video so I can do the instructions for you guys and explain what you have to do. So the materials you're going to need are a few simple items. So please go pull up your menu item, or your inventory, and here's the stuff that I have to call for. So for the first object, you're going to need polished andesite. So I'm going to talk normal today. So polished andesite. Usually you guys don't see me because I usually talk really fast, but I'm going to talk normal. Then grab your sticky piston, redstone torch. Then you'll need redstone repeaters, levers, and then you need, I think that is a type, I think you're going to need either cobblestone or gravel for your last item. So any type of block that's used basically for, like, if you want to make like a door, you want to use like type of like stone block. So basically you can either use cobblestone or gravel. So I think that's cobblestone. So just grab yourself some cobblestone. Alright, and once you have all that stuff, you want to know how to build it, here's how I'll start. So I have to put the phone down so I can watch the video, and I'll put it back up so I know what you guys are going to do. So let me watch the video real quick, and I'll be right back. Okay, for your first task of how to build the classic jeb door, you want to take your sticky pistons out first. You're going to create 2 sticky pistons facing this way. And as I refer back to the video that I'm watching, I want to make sure my social distancing with the 2 sticky pistons. 1, 2, and then like that. Not what you mean. So 2 sticky pistons facing from 2 blocks away. Now coming from the side here, you want to place 4 sticky pistons facing, one facing to that piston right there. You plop down, and then another one right here. So like this right here. Make sure you have a sticky piston facing that way, and having this one facing that way. Then you want to do the same thing on the other side as well, just like this. So just make sure it's facing that way, and make sure it's not facing the top or any other direction. And then another one right there. So you should have something that look like this right here. So yep. Alright. So I'm gonna watch the next step. I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm back here. So, and then basically you'll just create by adding 2 more pistons on here, and the same thing on your side. Now for your next item, it will be your block that you chose. So we're going to determine where we're going to put it at. So we'll place 2 cobblestones right here, and they should line up together. If they're not lined up together, you'll need to fix this. But I'll just take like a piece of redstone, for example. See, they're lined up together. And same with the piston. Yep, they are lined up correctly. I was just using that redstone as like a lined up grid so that I don't have to like refix it. So basically,
we're gonna use this, and you're gonna right there.
All right.
Next, you can go ahead and build up the wall.
Okay. The next thing you're gonna do is you're gonna build up your wall. So you're gonna create with your polished andesite, you're gonna create 2 blocks that come together to make your perpendicular wall shape, like parallel.
That will be on the opposite side.
And then you want to go ahead and create your archway, like your doorway, to where you want it at. So be sure that it's facing this way, and then like that.
Of the door.
And then just go ahead and just take your polished andesite, and you want to raise this up to this 4 times. So that basically it's covering those sticky pistons right there, so that you won't see the mechanism. And it kind of looks okay. So you should have something like this right here. Looks like the St. Louis Arch a little bit.
Like this, and this is what.
And also raise these up as well. And then basically raise these other ones as well. So, and then just raise them, let's see how many. 1, 2, raise them one more. Alright, so raise those up there. You should have a total of 4 of this.
What our wall looks like. You could use any block that you want.
So
next, you're going to.
So he said you can use any type of block you want, but only if you basically. I'll show you the Bedrock Edition one when I'm done with this one. So basically, the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna come here, then basically raise these blocks up with your andesite. And just delete that one. Make sure you just cover your wall or your door, and then just cover up those sticky pistons like this right here. And then you want to put a plane between the 2 pistons right here. Put this right here so that it will look really great, so that it will not be sticking out, just like a regular like screwed up door.
Pistons just like this.
And then just do this.
This walkway right here, you can go ahead and put some.
For your next thing, you're going to use to add redstone. So create like a square of redstone like this.
Repeaters.
And then place your repeaters to where it's facing the redstone. Like this. And on your side as well.
On either side of that facing away. You're going to put redstone.
And then you're going to place redstone behind those 2 to create your own redstone repeater arduino. And we're gonna someday I'll maybe make like an arduino out of these things. Basically, if you guys know what an arduino is a type of circuit that's basically trapped into a circuit board that basically generates everything with the mechanics inside of the circuit board. So basically, the Arduino basically has the multiple components by dissolving molecules like sulfuric acid, for example, or sodium chloride. So those can be like examples of how you can focus on your main build by building some redstone repeaters Arduino. So basically, here's the next thing. I'll have to place it away because I don't want you guys seeing the video because I'm the one making the video.
These repeaters on the backside, delay them by 1.
Okay, so these ones right here, the ones that are facing like this way, for example, the ones that are like the ones on the back, face them to 2 ticks, like this right here. Leave these 2 alone.
Now everything is ready. You can either.
Okay, now he said everything is ready, but we're not basically done yet. We still need to add our parts to it so it can come to life. So we're going to take our lever here.
Put down a lever.
And make sure it's putting it right here. So that when you turn on, you hear something. So basically we're not done yet because we're still working.
And then flip it and that'll keep it closed.
But actually, here's the part. So if you basically open this, you can see that we're missing a few bottom pieces. So let me look back again.
This door.
Hey, so I did something. I think I did something right.
Place 2 facing in the build. It uses 12 pistons in all. The side next to those. This
okay.
Build,
so everything looks.
The door.
Everything looks in good shape.
We're gonna use this and
maybe I have to recalculate this. So I want to go ahead now and make sure everything's all right. So I'm gonna there's a few items that need to get fixed. So here, 1 sec, guys. Okay, guys. So I'm back, and basically here's the problem. So I built my jet door, right? And if you look closely, I had to rebuild it so I just make sure everything was set, make sure I didn't do anything too much with the Arduino. So if I flip this lever, you can see that only these 2 top part of my cobblestone wall is on there. These 2 are not coming out. And see, they place them back. So I'm assuming since there's some type of like part of a arithmetic problem. Basically, what I watched from this guy here is that basically he did was that he come up to the one where the Arduino circuit is, or the redstone circuit, and he basically delete one of these redstones, and then basically he placed the redstone torch there, and then basically if you look closely, it should keep it on. So if you look closely behind the back here, only these two came out, but that's okay. I mean, it's a creatable circuit door.
A torch, so that naturally it's closed, but if I power this one block, whoop, it will unpower the torch and open up the door.
So the main part is that they want to get sure they're like combine it like between a distance of a cube right here. So obviously, I think I created a mistake. So we're gonna have to go put that back. So no worries. I want to say maybe the reds. I think we have to delete these two in order to make like a piece of like what do you call those? Wait, I think if we delete those, it'll basically be better. 0. Let's try that. Huh. It's kind of strange. Unless if I scoot up on something. I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to try checking something, guys. For wanderers. Not the problem. Huh. Maybe it has to do something with like that. Time Alexa. See, only these. Why are these two coming out?
Or if I accidentally put this somewhere else, it won't do anything. Block. It will unpower the torch.
Maybe I screwed up on something.
Because of we're gonna use those. This build you distance and all. We're gonna use this, and you're gonna go inside of those notches right there.
I guess it only takes like a different material. So the material I usually use was cobblestone. So I want to use andesite. So I'm gonna try something different. Put that back. I'm gonna try using andesite. Let's try that. Okay, you kind of see the difference. So, I kind of assume what the mystical ideas of this is some type of skeptical idea, but so that's how you make the Jeb door. So, unless you meet the circumstances that it has not something to do with the building of this, like the sticky pistons, or like a arithmetic mechanical problem, or the Arduino's it's offsetted. But I think I know what the problem is. So when that guy said you set these repeaters to 1 tick, maybe it's the problem. Maybe I have to set it to maybe just to 1. Let me try that. If not, then I'll have to reset it back to the 1 tick. Nope, that's not the problem. I think it's because that the sticky pistons are basically subdued by the arithmetic problem of the Arduino. Mostly the Arduino circuit mostly does the job, while the sticky pistons provide basically valuables, meaning that it just sticks there, like it's not like no phenomenon or something like that. But anyways, that's how you make the classic Jeb door, but we're not done, because I want to show you how to make the one in Bedrock version. So basically, we've seen this guy right here. He basically showed us these brief examples. So we want to make the Bedrock one. Now, it's only a Bedrock edition, but I think it's the same thing as the other one. So we're going to create something like this right here.
Hello, everyone. everybody. Rope Fox here.
Hello.
And then
So I decided to take a break from doing clock circuits, and maybe I can like do some a little bit of piston doors.
Nice and flush with the wall. To make this.
So basically, this is not the type of block I want to use, but basically, if you want to make something look like this right here, I can just show you this real quick. So this guy is basically going to explain to us how to create these doors. Basically, he just shows us how to create one of these. So the items you're going to need to make this is one sec.
Now let's go ahead and take a look at our supplies. and there we go. There are all the supplies we'll need for today's build. As always, if you want to pause the video, we're going to...
Okay, so your objects you're going to need are to build something real quick. So basically, so you see the classic Jeb door right here where I showed you. Basically, I want to show you how to build that one sticky piston door. So go ahead and pop out everything, delete everything for your inventory you used to create your classic Jeb door, and then follow these instructions as I go. For your first, you're gonna need a few items such as the blocks and the commands. So for the first set, you're gonna need some block of quartz. Then you're gonna need some sticky pistons. No, not sticky pistons. No, actually, yeah, sticky pistons. You'll need redstone repeaters. Then you're gonna come up to where the area is, and the way he does this is that he mostly does like these with like basic videos or like the same videos, but he uses like different builds. So he uses a block of gold, then use some type of like wool or concrete. But we're gonna use concrete. We're gonna use basic yellow concrete, or orange concrete. I think green concrete, lime concrete, and he used. That's the point. What else did he use? That's not bad. Oh, I actually made a mistake. I actually placed down yellow concrete. You don't need that. You can use yellow concrete if you want. I don't care. But it's up to you. So light blue concrete, and you're gonna need a glass block. All right, and the way he does this is that he basically builds like this invisible like grid right here. Visible grid I meant. But it just shows the blocks are like floating.
What we're gonna do here is on this front row of blocks, we're gonna place 4 blocks right in the center. So you should be left over.
So to make this grid, you want to go ahead and create like a grid here that shows like the front of the view. So 3, 4. And I think he made like 1, 2, 3. How many blocks he says again? Like I think he. It's 0, 0. So it's actually 4 blocks high. So you have to delete all of those. And then yeah, so you should have like this floating 4 blocks.
To make this 2x2 hidden right into the build.
You can make the grid if you want, but I prefer I could like use it with like no grid.
Just so you can see all the redstone, this would be your ground level right here. And on these back 2 sticky stone, this would be your ground level right here, and then this would all be underground down here. From here, what we want to do is come 3 blocks back and make it 2 blocks wide. So 1, 2, 3, and then the same to the other side right here.
So basically, if you come back to where this is, so okay, so this is the front here, but this is the back right here. So count back to 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. It should give you like a little, kind of like the Teen Titans Tower, a little bit. The abbreviation of the Teen Titans Tower.
On this 3rd block, what we want to do is
so then you extend the block out this way to 1 and 2 with a sticky piston. Okay, it's okay. Listen. So sticky piston 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then you may now delete those blocks you made. So you should have something like this right here. And then I think this is his actual technology version of it, from when the actual DLC updates of Minecraft was released, because that was only in the classic PE edition. Let's compare this right here. This is only for the classic the debut of when Minecraft was released. You can only, it's the first one ever released was the Java edition on educational edition. So basically the first one ever was Java edition, before Pocket Edition was released on PC.
Just like that. So if we take a look at this from the front of our build, it should look just like this. Now what we're going to do is repeat the same thing on the other side here. So go ahead and place 2 more temporary blocks like that.
Okay, the same thing before is that I'll show you how I did it again. So it's 2 block of your quartz, 1, 2, and then it was 4 sticky pistons that make a square. And you raise them on the top, and you can delete those 2. Oops. Delete the 2 that you made. And then you should have these right here, and then go ahead and create your diagonal corner piece with your sticky piston. See what your problems, Alexa. And keep in mind, it gets a little tricky, so we're going to try our best with this. Alright, there we go. Delete those 2, and then so on. So you should have these something like this right here.
In this direction, 2 sticky pistons on the back, 2 sticky pistons facing forward.
Okay, the next build is that he basically takes the gold block, which is our basic block that is going to be our little door compartment, and he places them by the sticky pistons, just like the classic jet door. I don't think this originally, but if you want to, the easy way to build this is that you have to have focus with the sticky pistons to order to make contact with the Arduino you're making.
The foundation all set. Now let's go ahead and wire like that.
Alright. The next thing he did was he took the orange concrete, or his wool, he placed them down onto here, which is going to be the Arduino, which is the component of the mechanics we're using. So basically you're creating 2 blocks down here, and then create a Z shape. Oh, not a T shape, but Z shape. And then you'll basically delete that 1 to make a down corner stair, like this right here. And I think we do the same thing on the other side as well. We'll have to see here. Let's call it back. I'll call you back. So like this. So it's 2 down, then delete that corner, and then there. So both of these should match together. If you line them up together, you should have to make sure they're lined up together. If they're crooked, then you have to refix them. But technically, they should be straight. So the repeaters now is basically we're gonna set that off to 3 ticks. So grab your repeaters and make sure they're offset to 3 ticks. 3 ticks as well. Then the same thing as well. You place redstone right here. You place them where the pistons are at, so they can activate the door opening quality. And then there.
To the other side. So there we go, our 4 pistons. Now we're gonna go ahead and wire up our bottom piston. 1 more block.
Okay, the next thing is he say he's gonna wire up his bottom pistons.
Right here. Once we do one side, we can just copy it on the other side. So what we want to do is come down below our piston for 1 block.
So basically, you want to do this quickly. So basically, if you come down to that 1 door right there where you made, create the 1 and 2 right here, and then you want to delete that 1 corner there. Yeah, should line up.
1 more block over. 2 blocks out like this.
And then
we're gonna do the same to the other side.
And then basically, you're gonna do this on both sides. Sorry, but do this and then there, and it should give you like a backwards 7, or like a flipped around R or lowercase r, or like a flipped out owl. So basically, it's the same thing. Well, you come there, He said this is going to be our activating for the Arduino as well. It's going to be the same thing as we did for the ones we did for the orange concrete. We're creating our Arduinos with the redstone repeater circuits.
Just like that. So you should have a little. Now notice that.
Okay. The next thing he did was that he took more of the blue concrete or his wool, for example, and he created like a little walkway like this right here. So, and it kind of was like a LOL face, kind of somewhat. But then he basically takes the redstone and he creates his little circuit, and it should connect to where the repeater is, so we can create the circuit of our Arduino. It should be a fun word. Our word of the day, Arduino. Sounds really unique.
Is that these connected right here?
Yeah, sure.
So that's exactly what we want. And the reason why we can't come straight across if we were to try to do that. Go ahead and do that for now. You can see it just makes it a straight line, so this block will never be powered.
Okay, so kind of a mistake here, but look closely. I'm gonna have to delete one of the redstones we made because it's somewhat offsetted. So we're gonna do the same thing on the other sides we did. Which one was it? I think it was this one right here, and then the corner one. And then what you do is that you do that, and then you basically take that right there, and it should connect to a straight parallel line, so that it doesn't have to be connected to a perpendicular offsetted piston with the Arduino being not set to the piston amount of the joules or the ohms. Okay, and then actually, this kind of looks like a screwed up thing. Sorry, but delete that 1.7 and then.
Around and then goes right into that block, and then
it basically does the same thing as well. You're like wrapping it around. So I think it was just showing us what happened.
Wraps around, comes right into this bottom block.
So just leave it like that.
So that's finished. Now all we need to do is wire up the top. For those of you who want to understand the redstone a little bit better, let me quickly try to explain what's going on here. So that we've wired up, so let's go ahead and turn it off. Now, redstone a little bit better. Let me quickly try to explain what's going on here. So what I've done is I've thrown down a lever, so if we flip it right now.
Okay, so I think I see what he did here. So basically, to get the basics of this is, I think this will be just like a wrap up of my video here. Let me see how much percent is on my phone because I really have to go. Okay, so 87% is really bad because I don't want to have my phone getting to 60%, so I'll charge that for you guys. So the last thing he did was he took the lever, I think. Wait a second.
You can see we have our extension down below because these are the only delay with the repeater. So once we flip, pushing our block out. Now the best way to explain this is.
So I'm thinking the rest.
I hope this is the beauty of the glass block when it comes to redstone. The glass block allows best place the redstone does.
Okay, so basically the rest of the video he just shows us how to use. He's just showing us the sticky pistons and the backstory of the physics he uses. So for the glass block right here, this is for the part. The glass block here is to abbreviate what the redstone repeater is doing. It's like a little testing area. He places his glass block there, and we're doing it on both sides as well. Oops, I actually placed the glass block there, and then he took like a piece of redstone.
On top of the glass, line continues up. And for those of you who,
and then he placed the redstone on top of that right there, and should connect to the glass block. He placed it on top of that glass block, and then if you look closely, this one's not because we basically screwed up. So make sure that your block is at that diagonal, and then place the redstone. So you should have something look like this right here, similar to the ones we did for the classic Jeb door.
This is the beat, so you can see our line can come right above this right here.
Yeah, sure.
Over, and then we can come up with it powered. And then once these pistons.
All right, and the last thing he did was he was just showing us what he's showing us the last step for the roof.
Come up with it as well. Now what we want to do is come one block up like this. And
He basically explains to us what the green wool's for. That's gonna be for our ceiling. So grab out your block and create your this right here. And then you want, so he's basically created like the diagonals of the block. So it's like a little house home.
Go ahead and bring these blocks forward, come right above this right here, and then one over, and it's going to work just like the bottom. This is immediately going to be powered, and then once these pistons come across under these blocks, they are going to be extended. So go ahead and grab a redstone dust and line it up just like that, and there we go. That is all completed. So if we turn this on, we have our full extension here, and then all we need to do is place in our wall.
And then just...
There we go.
So he already said, so basically the last thing you want to do is create your wall, and then you should be all set. Speaking of which, where's the wall at again? Well... to your right where those sticky pistons are at. One sec, guys.
And then we can come up with it as well. Of this right here. These pistons and dust in our wall. There we go.
Okay, so I get it now. So, basically for the last time, you want to turn this on. So you grab yourself like a lever or a piece of glass or a piece of redstone torch. So I'll grab the lever and then I'll replace it with the glass and then place it on here. And then once you have everything set right here, watch this. It's just like this right here. It turns it on, and then now place your officially granted wall around your beautiful golden luxurious doors. So, and then there. So that's how he creates his 2x2's hidden piston door jet door.
So that is nice. Fill this all.
And then basically if you want to, you don't have to, but you can fill in the area to where he basically create like a little wall. But this is going to be our little wall circuit right here. Our little classical and modern day pocket edition jet door. So
Comparator out from this dropper right here, and then run this comparator to a block like this.
So the rest of
so we can hide this away. Now what we want to do is wire this up just like this.
Oh my god.
Block like this, here, up. And a lot of you were asking.
Okay, so basically we're not going to get through that today, but wait, hold on.
Come around on the inside tutorial that I released a few months ago, and a lot of you were asking me how I made that hidden input. Now, this hidden input isn't going to be the exact same one as that tutorial, but this is a hidden input nonetheless, and all we're going to do is make a simple T flip-flop. So to make this...
Okay, one sec, guys.
We're just going to come one block out like this. We're gonna grab
So basically, the last thing he said was basically made like a hidden door here, but basically I'm going to show you how. So basically here, place a block there. So the new items that comes into place are really simple. You have, so delete, go ahead and get rid of everything you have. No, don't get rid of everything you have. Get rid of like the concretes or something like that. So he grabbed himself some droppers. He grabbed some comparators. And then he grabbed himself some stone buttons. Those are the new materials. So I wonder where that dropper is.
Come around. All we're going to do is make a simple T. You grab some droppers, place a dropper.
Alright. And then place a dropper right there.
Come around on the inside and place a dropper facing forward.
And then you basically go inside, places a dropper forwardly. Oh. Hang on. I want to make sure they connect. Oops. Oops. Okay, come on. I need to hurry this up. Huh.
Get yourself a hopper.
One sec, guys.
Go ahead. This hidden input is
this is really weird how he built this.
Come around on the inside, but this is a hidden input nonetheless, and all we're going to do is make a simple T-flip block. So to make this, we're just going to come one block out like this. We're going to grab some droppers, place a dropper facing up. Come around on the inside and place a dropper facing forward.
So I don't think this method is going to work because I didn't have the proper needs.
Get yourself a hopper, and then run this comparator until, and then that will hook up to our door circuit. This
wait.
Into the bottom dropper.
So, and then also grab your. You're going to need some new items. You're going to grab yourself some hoppers, and then let's see what can we place. I guess we can get rid of the levers. I'm sorry if this video is taking so long. I'm really checking to what my mistake is. So let's stop it there and then just place a hopper right there along with the comparator facing out.
Hopper like that. Run a comparator out from this dropper right here, and then run this comparator into a block like this. Place a block down right there. On this block, place down a redstone repeater.
And then place a block there.
Coming out from the block. Dropper right here, and then run this comparator into a block like this.
So actually, I think I built this too high. Yeah, I built it too high, so that sucks, but that's okay.
Block down right there.
So he just tells us the main story of what they do.
On this block.
So I'm gonna. I mean, it's not gonna work if it's like. Hang on a sec, guys. Alright,
block, place down a redstone repeater.
So, I just built this like really high, but I need to fix the... I'm not sure this might work or not, but the next thing he did was he placed the repeater facing this way.
Coming out from the block. Next, run that repeater into a block like this, and then
you basically add 2 more blocks right there.
Block right here with redstone dust on top, and then that will.
And then basically creates that there, and he places the redstone torches.
We'll hook up to our door circuit.
And then he created the...
Dropper, go ahead and throw one item inside. And on this top dropper, go ahead and place redstone dust on top, just like.
And then basically what he did was that he basically created his information that he basically put an object. We'll put like a... I'll put like a gold apple, for example. And then on the top of it, you place the redstone on one dropper.
Just like that. Now, if this wall was finished, just like this, we have...
And then he basically built the wall. Oops.
Have our wall, so it's all hidden away. Place a button right here on the floor, and then we're going to press it.
And then so there. So basically the whole mechanism is done. So, and there you go. That's how you make the modern 2x2 Jeb door. So I'll show you one more time. So I think it does work if it's like really high. And the item does in there is because that basically do the Arduino circuit. The door basically has a component that basically controls the oscillators with this. So kind of like the classic Jeb door we did right here. If you look at the Arduino circuit, we basically did something like this right here. So we basically this is what it was like before. Look crappy, but we made it like a modern day luxury house. You could actually make it to build like a mansion or a survival bunker or basically a portal to time. So that's how you make these two little classic jet doors, plus the modern one version. I suggest you make the modern one. It looks really kind of cool with this. So you can have the other option to build the one where it basically just shows the original pistons, or you can like randomize it by adding a couple of circuits that creates to the door and circuits that connect to the Arduinos. So that's how you make the modern day and classic jet door. But anyways, wonders, this wraps it for this video. Want to see more? Hit down below. If you're interested in checking more out on my Minecraft videos, go ahead and check that out on my channel. Follow me, follow my friend's Ice Nice channel, and subscribe to headquarters. And make sure you put your name down in the comments so you can win a free Funko Pop. I'm sure I'll try to get one, but I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have to cancel it. But I'll just put it there just for fun. But I'll try to see if I get those Funko Pops. But anyways, check out my other videos. Thumbs up for safety.
Like a Hellcat.